What's going on YouTube? Jay here with Roku Gaming, bringing you another video. As you guys can see here by the title, by what we're looking at, we're going to be talking about the Xbox full screen experience here on the Lenovo Legion Go 2. Technically, not just on the Lenovo Legion Go 2, but on devices that have not officially gotten the Xbox full screen experience. That's the Lenovo Legion Go 2, all the Legion Go S devices, which are like the Z2 Go versions, the Z1E versions, and also the original Lenovo Legion Go. For some reason, Lenovo decided they're not going to officially just release the Xbox full screen series. And I don't want to say they're not going to. They probably will sometime in the next month or so, or later down the line. I don't know. They could release it by the time I upload this video, for all I know. But just in case they don't, if they do, first of all, I'm going to feel dumb. But just in case they don't, I'm going to show you guys how to get it on your devices. So, like I said, we are currently in the Xbox full screen experience here. If you don't believe me, we'll go ahead, we'll click that. That does that. Everybody should have that feature already because of the controller updates and stuff like that. But if I go ahead and hold this button, we will go ahead and go into the app switcher. So I already have it loaded up here. This is what you guys will need. I will leave a link in the description below. It is called the Xbox Full Screen Experience Tool. This came out, it says December the 7th. But if you go to GitHub, like I said, link will be in the description, so you really don't have to travel to GitHub. But you can also Google it. All I did was Google FSE Tool. This is the first thing that popped up. I remember hearing about it. I can't remember where. Maybe Reddit. And then, it was like I said, the first link, you click on it, go to the releases, scroll all the way down, and you want to go ahead and get full.msi, not the light one. I don't know what that is. But you do need to make sure you are on Windows, was it 25HS2 or H2S, whatever that is. I'm currently on the developer program. I have been since September of last year because I did add the full screen experience to my Lenovo Legion Go 1. I did that through the Vive tool, which was probably the more difficult way because you have to go in to the registry and stuff and you have to change some stuff around. People were doing it and then they were saying how their controller stopped working and stuff like that. It was a whole mess. So this is the easier way. Like I said, this is the full screen experience. We will go ahead and we will go to Windows desktop mode so you guys can see that app. Now, I'm going to, of course, have everything pop up here that needs to load in the background or has not loaded in the background. So first of all, let me show you what the tool looks like. I'll go ahead and open that by double clicking, if I double click the right way. There it goes. All right. So this is what the tool looks like. It is going to, if I can get that to focus, there we go. As you guys see there, it says enable Xbox full screen experience and disable and restore. It's saying disable and restore because I already have it. And then, of course, enable when you don't have it. Now, if I hit disable and restore, it says the settings have been applied successfully. Your computer must be restarted for the changes to take effect. Now, I'm going to go ahead and press OK. I'm going to exit out of here. You're about to be signed out. That's fine. Close. And then it's going to restart. I'm going to start it from the beginning so you guys can see exactly how it works. All right, so now that that's been disabled and everything, I had a mess spill right here while that was going through. As you guys can see, we are in the settings and we are in the gaming section. You have your game bar, your captures, and your game mode. Nowhere on here does it say full screen experience because it has officially been disabled, right? If I go into the Xbox app here, you will not see the launch FSE or launch Fbox, whatever the hell it says up here. You're not going to see that option up there either. It's completely gone. Right now, I'm going to exit out of here and then we're going to open that tool over again. Now, remember what I said. You want to go to the GitHub page. You want to scroll all the way down. You want to click the first one, full, not the light. You want to click the full. You want to get that installed. It'll install the app. We'll open the app. Now, enable Xbox full screen experience. Now, we're going to hit that. Now, boom, that was so quick, so simple, so easy. I apologize for the autofocus right now that's going on. I don't know what the hell's done. It says the settings have been applied. Your computer must be restarted for the changes to take effect. You're going to hit OK. And then I don't think there it goes. All right, so about to be signed out. The tool is restarting the computer. So it's going to restart for you. Once it restarts, it'll boot back up and you will have the Xbox full screen experience enabled. All right, so we have the restart. It already happened. We're going to go back in. We'll go ahead and get logged in here. Come back up. You guys can see that is logging in. Why I didn't use the fingerprint sensor is because it's kind of ass on this. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's so huge and it's so ass. I don't get it. Like, it works when it wants to work, and then it doesn't work when it doesn't want to fucking work. It really pisses me off. But it is what it is. So as that gets loaded up, guys, I just want to say, like, thank you for everyone that has been subscribing to the channel lately. We got people that be like, oh, you're using this, you're using that. Why are you doing this, doing that? Whatever. Screw those guys. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. All right, so as you guys can see here, we are officially loaded up into the Xbox full screen experience. It's literally that simple. Now, if you press this button here, we have the game bar. I did have to program that. I'll show you that in a little bit. You can swipe up, you get to your app switcher or whatever. There's also another way to get to your app switcher. So if you press the Legion R right button, which should work, we are having difficulties. All right, that's not working for some reason. Let's see if we press and hold it. All right, so yeah, that works. So if you press and hold the right button, your app switcher comes up. If you press it once, there it goes. Now it's working. The side Legion space bar thing pops up, which Legion space needs a complete overhaul. It's so buggy. And I'll show you guys that as well. If we open Legion space in the Xbox full screen experience, this is where you can go ahead, you can customize your buttons and stuff like that. Like I said, the R button function was already programmed. If you have a Legion device, you should have gotten an update like like last month, actually. Yeah, this past December, you would have gotten an update to your controllers that enabled all the Xbox full screen experience functions or whatever. You should have gotten that. And I think that's what enabled that function there. I'm not too sure. Like, I honestly found that out by accident because I was like, damn, I got to reprogram the button. This, like, is your standard, like, window switcher opener thing that's already programmed into this button here. I was going to switch that over, but then, like I said, literally by accident, I found out that right button was doing the same thing. So if you go into controllers, you go into button mapping. And then if you go into function shortcut, like I said, right there is your task view. Just long press it. Don't hold it for too long because then it'll turn your controller off. That's what the button was originally designed to do, was to turn off the controller. If we go into view and edit layout, this is assuming you have it set to your original, right? This is going to be set to, I think, the desktop, if I'm not mistaken. All you have to do is go in, click on that, go all the way to key combination and set it. Oops, that's not the right one. Go to that one. Set it to, yeah, key combination and then Window G, and then it programs the game bar button there. And it's literally as simple as that, guys. Now, obviously, you want to go into your settings, into the gaming. Let me show you guys that. You want to, it's going to automatically, of course, put you into full screen mode, right? We already see that. Before we go into the settings, I kind of want to show y'all this. Legion space is open, right? If I press and hold this and get to the task or the app switcher and I press X, it's gonna throw you right back into Legion space. That is supposed to close it out, but for whatever reason, it just throws you right back into Legion space. In order to close out Legion space, you got to hit the Legion space button again, right? So now if I go into the app switcher, it's gone. Not necessarily gone, but it's minimized in the full screen experience where nothing gets minimized. Because if I go to Windows desktop, it's going to be open in the little app tray thing. It's so weird. I don't know why it did that. But anyways, I digress. Let's go into the settings, right? We'll go into settings, more settings, and then we'll go to open Windows settings, and then we'll go to gaming, and right there, full screen experience. You want to tap that. you want to make sure it's on right there, right? Enter full screen experience on startup if you want it on startup. And then, of course, the only thing you can choose right now is the Xbox app. Now, that being said, there is something else out there called any FSE, which is any full screen experience, where you can go ahead and set it to like Steam and stuff like that. I think it kind of tricks the system. It'll open up Xbox and then it'll quickly close it like in the background type of deal. I don't think you see it. I haven't installed that yet because I really don't like the full screen experience, if we're being honest with you. I think they have like, for them to just choose Xbox over doing something better with Windows is completely mind-boggling. But at the same time, I get it. You have this name brand in Xbox and you want gamers to come to this stuff or whatever. I don't know. It's all dumb in my opinion, but it's there, you know. So that, like I said, that is the easiest way to open to install the Xbox full screen experience. Like I said, me personally, I don't really care for it. I just remember this was out there. Like I said, I don't know how I found out about this. It was probably Reddit, but I remembered it was out there and I was like, oh, let me try it. Let me see if it works. And it does. There it is right there. Voila. You guys see it. If you do go into the full screen experience, if you do want to absolutely use the full screen experience, I do kind of recommend downloading this widget here. It is the Steam Grid DB widget. That allows you to change your artwork for your apps in there and stuff like that, because sometimes the artwork just isn't there. And I don't know what these unknowns are. They just randomly pop up and it is what it is. Like Midnight Suns is on there twice. So bugs, yeah, whatever. Performance wise, as far as games go, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't notice a difference between this and just being on desktop mode. I'm in desktop mode most of the time. I prefer it, especially on this bigger screen. I did have Play Night installed. That was great, honestly. It was working for a while, and then there's a bunch of bugs, and I was just like, all right, let me take it off. So I took that off. Installed this. It's still the same as I remember it from September, right? Like, it's cool for the first while, and then after a while, it's like, all right, it's still it's literally still Windows. You're just, you still have to go back to the desktop for everything because Windows just has so many updates. It's ridiculous. They need to do better. They partner with Steam and ask them to bring SteamOS to Windows or something. I don't know, but they need to do something because this, in my opinion, is just not it. I don't care for it. I'm actually going to disable this once I finish recording this video. So anyways, y'all, that's it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. We are trying to reach 500 before March the 9th. That is my birthday. And we are currently sitting like 390-ish right now. So, you know, not too bad. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, everybody that's, you know, leaving good comments. I even appreciate the ones that are leaving the bad comments about me using frame gen and shit like that, because those guys are funny. Like, how dare you get mad at someone for the way they want to play their games? But anyways, I digress. That's it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.